We are going straight to questions for the student athletes. Identify yourself and your affiliation, and then choose a student athlete if you would. Otherwise, I'll choose them. Questions? Oh, I'm sorry, Rusty on the right.
Tariq, could you take us through the three-pointer? How late it was in the shot clock, whether you thought you had to hurry it, and where the defender was closest to you?
Well, the previous possessions, I got my shot blocked, so I was just thinking to get it up. When he found me, I just thought get it up on the rim.
Other questions? Tim on the middle aisle.
Yeah, Juwan, the last minute and a half, how tough a nut was that Buffalo defense to crack for you guys? And obviously Tariq steps up and hits the three, but how tough was it there that last minute?
They made it real tough for us. They were, gapping everything and forcing us to take outside shots. We tried to screen and rescreen a lot of times, but every time I came off, they just kind of funneled me to one side. So, I just tried to probe and see what the big was going to do. I noticed Tariq's man was running in to help a little bit, so I had to get it to him. It wasn't that much time, so he couldn't think about anything, and he just made a great shot.
Other questions? Raise your hand. Going once. Here's one on our left over here. Yeah, let's do Tim and then on the far left.
Yeah, Devin, how intense was it out there? This was a game you guys had in hand, and then it seemed to have in hand, and then, of course, they come back on you and stuff. Just what was it like out there?
It's been like that all year, definitely playing in the Big 12. It's always close, so it was just something we was familiar with and understood. We just had to stay composed and just do what we do, and that's what we did. We just played with each other, and things just happened to happen.
Okay, on our far left.
Devin, can you talk about the play when you went on the ground and secured the ball in the timeout? What was can you talk about that play?
I was just in the game. I just wanted to win, and that's the way we've been playing. That's the reason we're here now is because, we make them extra plays, and we don't stop playing. So, when the ball came off, I just was, I happened to get a hand in there, and he lost the ball, so I just fell on it, and that was pretty much it.
Raise your hands for questions. Any further questions for the student athletes? Tim, in the middle there.
Hey, Juwan, yourself, was it tough to get a handle on this game today? With the fouls and stuff. There didn't seem to be a lot of flow, a lot of tempo. What was it like, I guess, out there?
This game was pretty common for us. We've been fouling all year, so this is something that we were familiar with. But that's how we play. We play hard, and you can't always control how the fouls go, but you can control how hard you play. So, we just play through anything, and we try to keep it ugly, because we're used to the ugly games, and we were just able to pull it out.
Here's Rusty on our right.
Rusty Miller, AP. Devin, I think you hit the 2 free throws with 2:10 to go or so.
Yeah.
There was some question from the Buffalo players that maybe that was kind of a mystery foul. Could you give your perspective on it?
I was just ready to step up and, just shoot the free throws. It wasn't much I had to think about. I happened to be there a few times this year where, I had to make some free throws, and, it was just pretty much just get my elbow up, follow through it, just make the free throw. It wasn't, try to overanalyze or anything like that.
Further questions? Okay, we'll dismiss our student athletes. Thank you. And continue with questions for Coach Huggins. Raise your hand, please. There's Rusty on our right, Coach.
Rusty Miller, AP. Was that your preferred style of play, the pace, the tempo, the way it worked out for you, do you think, for most of the game?
No, I liked the early part when we were up about 15. We just, it hurts our pressure when we lose Holton or and or Adrian. You know, it just our pressure isn't near as good. It's not near as good at the point of the press. So we were playing pretty well until those two guys got in foul trouble, and then it really hurt our pressure.
Other questions? Raise your hand. We'll spot you. There's one on our left, Ashley.
Bob, Tariq's been in and out of your good graces, I guess, at times this year, and usually have maybe.
I've loved Tariq the whole time, Mike. Don't say that now.
Okay. How about this? It's been Dax or Javon, or maybe both of them, that have been in the game late at that position. Was there a reason for Tariq today? Was it him playing earlier well offensively? Did he have a good game defensively? Anything in particular?
Well, Tariq has the ability to be our best on-the-ball defender, and he's really long and athletic, and I thought he'd do a better job of rebounding the ball than what the other two guys would have. It wasn't for him to really to take the shot. It was for the other end. It was for the defensive purposes, and really I kind of thought, why didn't I get him out and get JC in to shoot the ball on penetration, and my absent-mindedness probably won the game.
Here's Tim in the middle.
Bob, sound like a weird question, but what'd you like to see a kid then step up and make a shot like that, make a play in this kind of setting and stuff, just from your vantage point, to deliver, I guess?
He's that kind of kid. I mean, he's a guy. Dax has been that way as well. They love that moment. Probably the only one who wanted Tariq to shoot it was Tariq. I mean, he had to as the end of the clock, but he relishes that kind of moment, and we're fortunate to have a couple guys that do.
Okay, let's have other questions. Oh, there's Elton back there.
The czar of sports writers back there.
Can you take us through the last couple minutes after they tied it? What, obviously you were trying to shorten the game, but particularly that one possession where they got 2 timeouts and ball right there under the basket.
I don't know that I was necessarily trying to shorten the game. I was trying to keep it in Juwan's hands as much as we could, and let him try to create and make a play. And we wanted to throw it to Dev. We wanted Dev to screen and roll hard at the basket. We thought we could get him ISO'd better that way because we did have him fairly spread. But it was more, Elton, it was more just to try to keep the ball in Juwan's hands than it was anything else. He's been great. His ball security is really good. He's not going to turn it over. And we're going to get a shot. It may not be the shot we want all the time, but we're going to get a shot. We're going to get an opportunity.
There are 2 timeouts and play underneath the basket.
There are 2 timeouts?
Yeah, right at the 2 minute, they got the layup rolled off the rim, off the inbounds.
Yeah. I was glad he missed it. There's 8 seconds, and I thought we did a pretty good job of defending it. It kind of looked like they were trying to get it in the corner and get it in and get him an angle. And I don't know. I just kind of looked, and Devin was laying on the ground.
Other questions? In our right side back. Right side over here.
This side.
Coach.
Where did Devin's performance tonight compare or stack up compared to what he's done all season?
It's pretty much what he's done all year. I think the bigger the situation, the tighter the game, the better Devin plays. I said to him after the game, I said, why don't you rebound the ball early in the game the way you rebound the ball late in the game? And he said, sense of urgency, coach. Got to have that sense of urgency. But I mean, he's made huge plays for us all year, rebounding the ball, giving us second opportunities. I think the play that he makes, diving on the floor and calling timeout, was a huge play, just a huge play for us. So We were sitting in there, and Wani said he was getting ready to dive on it, and he saw that big body come flying in there. He said he got out of the way. So I don't know. He's done it all year.